Well, Sadsters, hello. It's midnight. I just returned from an evening of performance at Comedy Georgia Tech. I did a show. And it was fine. I say that with a lowercase f. Fine show. I don't think people stormed out. I don't think people rose in their seats to cheer. I think they left and thought to themselves, that was fine. And I left and thought to myself, that was fine. Which is not a terrible place to be, considering I do not have an act. I am a man actless. I am a man flailing. I am a man submerged in water at nostril depth. It is an uncomfortable place to be, but it is a place that perhaps I need to live in for a little while in order to raise my head above water, and then eventually to walk on water, and then to soar to the heavens. I've never soared to the heavens before. I don't think I've even gotten to the previous step where I'm walking on water. At the moment, I would be satisfied with merely getting the water to recede to just below my nostrils. But I'm circling around some things. I'm circling around some thoughts. I'm circling around some ideas of things that might have some potential. And over the next couple months, I will be incorporating those things into my act. And my act will then take on some resonance, and it will mean something beyond me standing up on stage and occasionally saying the word cunt, which is an effective word, but you get it once. Lynn, you are back among the living, and happily so. You seem to have escaped unscathed. I haven't examined your bowels, nor will I. But from my seat, they looked operational. You looked a bit lighter. Your mood was certainly improved from the last time you checked in. And so I have to say, seeing you in Puerto Rico was a success. Enjoy your movie. Make it a good one. Make it in English so people will actually fucking see it. Dengue fever. That's a bad fever. That dengue fever, he'll eat you alive. He gets inside you. He takes everything he finds, he takes it with you. You don't want to have that dengue fever. L'Emmanuel, you don't want to have that dengue fever. And Jane. Who was doing what musicians do when they do not have the words. They speak with their songs, and their songs tell us everything they are trying to say. Open your heart. Open your heart. Listen to your heart. Be with your heart. I know. And it's easier for musicians to say these things because music is the language of the heart, and comedy is the language of the thing that protects the heart. Easy for the musician, harder for the comedian. But I get the message. I think we all get the message. Be vulnerable. Walk on ice. Allow ourselves to get wet in the muck, in the mire, to feel something. And it's a good message, and it's one I try to adopt. I don't always succeed, but I try to adopt. At the moment, I don't recognize my own face, and I suppose that's a good thing. This would be the portrait that I would paint of myself if I portrait painted myself. The portrait of the man who wasn't the man in the portrait. Whatever. I had good Cuban food, talked to some cute college girls, met up with an old friend, took an Ambien. I'm getting ready for bed. Is this worth doing? That's the question right now. Is this worth doing?